What's up, everybody? Had to redo this video because apparently the background music was too overpowering for the entire video. So, pretty much I haven't played in like 3 years or so. And I'm back online, and everything looks awesome. Yeah, Limsa is where I'm at right now. And these are all real players in the city, I guess you could say right now. And yeah, let's get down to it. So there is a bundle, I think it's $59.99 or $49.99, called the Complete Edition. And it's definitely worth it. It comes with all the expansions in the main game. And for example, I'm still not done with the main game. And let's see what else we got here. Monthly, it is $12.99. And if you think about it, you know, if you buy 2 games a month, or a year, you know, that's 120, which is almost the same as playing this. And there's not a lot of RPG games out there or MMOs out there that are as in depth as this. I mean, you do have World of Warcraft, which has been around for a long time, but this, I say, definitely has more of that fantasy feel versus World of Warcraft has more of a maybe like adventure slash Dungeons and Dragons type of feel. And if you've ever played a Final Fantasy game, you know, it's pretty awesome. So pretty much, if you're on the PS4 or thinking about getting this on the PS4, this is a video for you. So pretty much, you either create your character or have a character already made, and I'll go ahead and pop up my character for you. There he is. And you know, everything is the same, you know, same as PC. If you're used to playing on the PC, this is gonna be a bit of a hassle to get used to, but I'll break it down. That's what this video is for. So, how to use your skills. So, with the L2 button and the R2 button on a controller, you'll see that those skills pop up. So, if we hold L2, in this case, we can activate the ability over here with the D-pad. Boom. And same thing with the bottom. And same thing with that ability there. And same thing with the right. And you'll notice that there's more skills at the top. So this is, I call it personally, the second shelf of abilities, because right now we're in set 5, and I'll show you what that is in just a second, but let's get through this here. So if you double tap L2, which is left, you'll see that the skills at the top got a little bigger. So if you hit the D-pad, you'll activate those abilities. If you hit the square, triangle, circle button, you activate those abilities on the right of that. And once again, you're double tapping to get to there. Now if you hold R2, it gives us the abilities on the right. But if you double tap it, it'll give us the abilities on the top shelf of that. And you can pretty much customize all this stuff. So how do you play versus a PC? So basically, if you're on a PS4, you're going to be using a controller, but you can always just use a gaming mouse and a keyboard. My style is using all 3: the controller, the PS4, the keyboard, and the mouse. And I'm going to show you exactly why I think it's preferably easy. So if you see now, I'm moving around an arrow on the screen. that is a Bluetooth mouse that you can connect. And the reason for a keyboard is to pretty much go ahead and type stuff in here. So, testing, let's say if I want to type in, hey guys, I'm streaming live. Love this game. Oh, and I got a typo, so I can just use the arrow keys on the touchpad, or sorry, the keyboard. I'm streaming live. A little typo. Love this game. Boom. Now, apparently, you can also customize the size of this. So, let's say that's too big. You can, and I'm using the mouse for that. So, what else can you do with the mouse? You can just click things to activate them. Or you can click your inventory and open that up, and you can actually move things around. You can click on actual people, let's say there's a person here, and right click, examine, and see what they have, and look at all their inventory, blah blah blah. And let's see, what else can we do with this? Alright, so basically with the controller, which is how I'm moving and jumping around right now, you can hit the start button and it'll pop up this menu right here. So everything is pretty much here in this menu. You get your character bar. And now I'm on the mouse, so I can go ahead and click attributes, profile, classes, or if I don't want to use the mouse, I can hit the L1 button, and it'll go through tabs. So let's say if I don't have a mouse, I can use the touchpad on the controller, and move around and click stuff. Let's say I want to click on that, or that. No. So that's what you can do with that. So there's actually a lot more stuff you can do with the touchpad, sorry, the controller. So confused. I hit the L3 button to go into first person mode, so I can look down at this little guy here. And it's kind of fun sometimes playing in first person mode. But not really, not all the time. So you can auto-target some stuff with the L3 button, or go in first-person mode. But X is your auto-target as well, so if you're fighting stuff, you can use the X button. So what else do we have in the start button? We got, for example, minions. You can summon a minion. And since you're on the PS4, stuff like this is going to happen all the time. The menu might be too big, so you can always right-click, scale window, and let's just say 80%, or even let's say 60%. And now when that pops up again, I think, let's see, technically it should just be right where I left it, same size. Yep, perfect. So yeah, you can also just, use the L1 to swap through these sub-menus, or if you don't have a mouse, you can hit square, and it'll let you, add favorites, add the hotbar, but you can also use the touchpad to scroll and, click on something with X, for example, but yeah, you got that. And what else do we got here? Chocobo Saddlebag is a sub-inventory that's always going to be with you, but not in battle. So you can throw a whole bunch of stuff in there too. And you can also right-click, scale window. Right now it's at 100, 90. You can leave that right there. And next time you open it, it'll pop up right there at that spot. So that's pretty cool how you can kind of just, lay out stuff the way you want them. But, what else do we got here? So, you got duty, boom, easy to access, hit X on a mission. it'll pop over to the right side on map, and you can click X on it, and it'll pop up the map on the side. You can hit X to zoom in, and there you go. Now it shows you exactly where it is on the map. And let's just say I gotta go there, so I'll hit teleport on that. And I can close these windows, and you can see myself. And the load times are about the same as PC, I would say. You know, so it's going to be between 5 and 15 seconds. If you get anything faster than that, you probably got amazing internet. So boom, that didn't take that long. So if I hit start now, and I go all the way to map, and I scale this up, I can see here that this is where the next mission is. But let's say I didn't have that open. I can just go to journal, hit X on that, X on that, and it'll show me a more condensed version of the map. And there I am in blue, so let's say if I want to just keep that open, I want to minimize that, and now I want to kind of follow along. So on the left, that little arrow is me, and that glowing part is the mission. So I could run it first person mode or not, depends. And you can always activate abilities, you know, let's say, Alright, so I'm not going to go through all of that. Let's see, next on the list is explaining the cross action and traits and how they actually go onto the crossbars, which is basically the only reason you would actually be watching this video, is to actually lay out the actions on, you know, these buttons down here, which I'll show you by waving the mouse around. So we'll go here in this little shadow area so you can get a good contrast. So if I hit start and I go to actions and traits, it's going to pop up with a window, preferably not this big. Let's scale that down. Okay, scale that down. Scale that down. So what happens when you do live videos? Oh, jeez. Alright, here we go. So I'll put that right there in the middle. A little bit of actions. Actions are your abilities. And got some more down here too. So as you progress in level, you know, abilities are going to pop up and stuff. So you want to unlock down here. Let's say I wanted to swap out this one here for, let's just say, for example, fist of wind. Increases movement speed, blah 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 blah. Grab that, drag it right on it, and that's it. Now I can lock that, that's it. So you can do this with all your abilities. This is for your, when you summon your chocobo, which I'll show you later. And general is just, you know, your general abilities like teleport, return, sprint, limit break, and your advanced material melding, your repair stuff, yada yada yada. And extras are pretty cool. For example, you can do idle camera. Oh, there we go. So idle camera puts you in a, you know what, I think it's because I'm in a different mode. Let's try this here, hold on, I'll show you guys, it's pretty cool. So now I can roam around and do like a photo mode. And it'll render the background a little bit differently if you want a good photo. And you can zoom in. Pretty cool. It gives it definitely a nice render if you want like group photos and stuff. And it keeps your character still, so you can kind of move around photo like that and stuff. It's pretty awesome. Alright, so enough about that. So what else do we got here? Let's show you more of the sets. You'll notice here this is set 5. So set 5 for me is the combat one. So if I tap R1, which you'll see here, it says R1, which is pretty good. The game shows you where most buttons are. So, boom, hit it one time, I get another menu. I get another sub-menu, or crossbar, and back to my set 5. But if I hold it, you're going to see 1 through 8 in the center there. So you can get 7 there, 5, 6, 4, 1. So, for me, set 8, you're going to notice that the bottom crossbars and the top crossbars are exactly the same. Now for me, if I were to, let's say, got an idea here, test something out, show you guys. So if I wanted to drop this over here, now it changed that. So what exactly does this all mean? So set 8 for me is a global crossbar. It's the top global crossbar to be exact. So if I hit R1, oops, I'm gonna close that. So if I hit R1, now you're gonna see the top menu still there. So this helps a heck of a lot to instantly, let's say if I wanted to sprint while in the middle of a fight, I can hit sprint. Or if I want to use a potion. Or let's say I am just venturing, you know, my sub-menu at the top is still there. So what we're going to do now is go to the actual, let's see, let's try, I'm going to go to a fighting zone and show you guys a quick fight. Mordena. And you could always use the mouse and scale stuff down, get more real estate on the screen. And let's say if you're too close to your character, you're trying to figure out, you know, you could always scale back on the actual mouse. And right now I'm on my travel set, which you're going to see down here, set 1. So if I go L2, right touchpad, I can summon my mount. Yeah, boy. So I want to show you guys a quick fight. It's a foggy day out here, dang, I was hoping it'd be a lot brighter. That's not where I want to go, hold on. This is the way. And your L1 is going to be your auto run. So see, I'm not even pressing anything right now. It's just running on its own. Alright, there's some enemies there. So if I wanted to get off the horse, I can just hit left on the analog L3, and now my chocobo is out, so if I wanted to send him away, let's see. I got a menu for that. But let's say if I don't have that, I can go to companion, bring this up. Could always just scale that down. And now I do have some menus down here for this, but I want to unlock it because I'm going to customize something. So actions, follow, free stance, defender, healer, attacker stance. Well, I don't have follow down here, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that and just drag it and drop it. And now I'm going to lock it with the little lock. Boom. And that's it. And these are the skills You can actually equip to it. I put a tank, I forget why, but I could always customize the appearance of it. And yada yada yada. So, oh, you can change the color? Oh, I didn't know that. I'll probably figure that out later. So, we're gonna summon our Chocobo. Now we're gonna go ahead and show you guys some action. Swap over to my set 5. Are weak monsters, but you know, once you get into the flow of things, you'll be double tapping, you know, getting those side abilities. You want to keep your main abilities down here, because you don't want to be double tapping, double tapping. That's just kind of insane, unless you're an insane person and you like to double tap all the time. Just, you know, left or right, you know, just moving the analog stick. See, I'm just moving around in circles around the enemy now. That's it, you know, triangle, you can jump with that. But everything is straightforward. I like to personally use the control, the keyboard, and the mouse. And, you know, if I wanted to click on this, I can click on it. You know, click on that, whatever, right click. You know, it still has that feel of PC gaming when you're kind of using all 3 items. And you could always zoom in, and it kind of gets the mindset. You know, if you're on the controller, that's where you're actually doing actions. If you're on the keyboard, you know, just use the keyboard for typing. If you're using the mouse, you know, you're just clicking on stuff and moving things around. Let's say inventory, if I had to organize some stuff there. Say, hey, you know, sort, right click sort, but you do have subcommands. So let's say if I don't have the mouse, I can hit square, and then, you know, undo sort, or, you know, set the hotbar link, all that stuff. I can go through the menu with, if you see up here, it's going to say L1, R1, I can use that to actually go to the other inventory slots. And that's really it. That's as simple as it is. I think it's a smooth transition from PC to PS4. I used to say that the PC was just the way to play MMOs, and you know what? They really changed my mind by playing this game, and I really like it. So, hope you guys enjoyed that. And last but not least, because I almost forgot, you can always go to HUD layout, and let's say if you want this to be smaller, hit R3, and it'll just change the size to whatever you want. Same thing with, let's say, the action bar down here. You can just R3 that, and, you know, get it to right where you want it. I'm using the mouse and the controller at this point, because I feel like the controller can, you know, it can hold something, move it around a lot better than you would on a controller. And then just hit save. And let's see, you can click on stuff a little bit easier with the mouse. And for the crossbars, because a lot of people are going to be just spending their first day on here. That's not it. Where did we go? There it is. So this is where your crosses are going to be. You can kind of look to customizing all the L2, R2s. It's pretty much all here. And you can literally just play with this for a full day. I recommend it. It took me a day and a half to get used to all this, really. And it's fun. It's definitely fun. going into something and then just trying to find the right way that it works for you. And it's really fun. Really fun spending a day and just relearning that stuff. But definitely the crossbars. It's fun to use, and most definitely I recommend it. So hope you enjoyed that video, and until the next exciting episode of Dragon Ball Z.